Hey, Yinz guys and gals, gather around for a journey like no other. It's time to hop on board the Yinz Goin podcast. From the rivers that meet at the point to form downtown Pittsburgh, to the sheer face of Half Dome, to the furthest corners of the globe, Matt will be your compass, your confidant, your companion as we explore the wonders of travel. So sit back, relax on your couch, and let the wanderlust whoosh over Yinz as we discover new horizons and reminisce about old favorites. With Matt by our side, the sky's the limit. Join Matt on the Yinz Goin podcast because when it comes to travel, the journey's just getting started. And now, without further ado, let's give a shot for your guide through the highways and byways of travel. Your planning partner, the man with the map, Matt Schraeder. How you doing? Welcome to the Where Yinz Goin podcast. I'm Matt. I'm your host. Joining me again today are Amanda, who is here just about every other week.
Yep.
And Elaine, who is quickly tallying up the podcast appearances. And Amanda, I'm sorry to tell you this, but this is back to back for Elaine. So she's like
It
coming
is.
after you.
I had back-to-back appointments.
Look at you, girl. You're turning
I
into
know.
me.
But anyway, welcome, ladies. We're going to
Thank
talk
you.
about a resort at Disney that is near and dear to both of their hearts. And I have never stayed there, but I've been there, and it brings back fond memories of other things that are my favorite things in the world. So we can start the Von Trapp thing of these are a few of my favorite things. But Amanda's going to sing it because I can't.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens.
So, Elaine, I don't know about your singing abilities, but
They're so-so.
you know, I have sung
Um,
professionally before, but it was singing in front of a business and they paid me to leave. So it's
I
kind of
love that. We're gonna have to put a pin in that and come back to that. Oh,
So the Wilderness Lodge originally opened on May 28th, 1994, which, as we mentioned last week on the episode, May 27th is my mom's birthday. So,
May's a
happy
great
birthday,
month.
mom.
Good month.
My older sister would agree with that. Although my grandma always said the best people were born in November, and I do agree with that.
All those
Elaine's giving me luck.
Scorpios.
Actually, she is,
I don't know
what's
about
after that? Is it
that.
Sagittarius? Because she's the end of the month. Well, it was
Oh,
the end of the month. So,
ooh. I
but
love
I
a
am a Scorpio.
Sagittarius.
So, yeah. But
Love
anyway,
it.
later on, the Wilderness Lodge expanded to the Boulder Ridge Villas at Disney's Wilderness Lodge. And again, Elaine and I talked before about some of and I think Amanda and I have talked about this too, the names at Disney, they just get longer and longer.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
they do.
Boulder Ridge Villas would be enough, okay?
We
But
can't just have that. We gotta tell them where it is, where it's at.
leaving nothing to the imagination,
No.
sometimes you got to. But anyway, that opened on November 15th in 2000. Like I said, good month. So it was originally called the Villas at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, but that name changed when the next one opened.
Hmm.
It's Copper Creek Villas and Cabins at Disney's Wilderness Lodge. Although if you're a Pittsburgher, it's Copper Creek in that.
Crick. Yeah.
Creek, yep. So that opened on July 17th, 2017. And July 17th, that is a famous date in Disney history.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It was a
The
Black
opening
Sunday,
day of, yeah, I was gonna say.
day
Mm-hmm.
that will live in infamy when
Yes.
Disneyland opened.
And
Yeah.
everything crashed and it was crazy and people's shoes melted into the melting asphalt and
Well, that's what you get for wearing high heels to Disney, okay?
I
Right? Why would you
know.
in the middle of the summer?
I've asked, so my dad went in like the early 60s. They took a family road trip all the way out to California to go to Disneyland. And I asked him about that once. I was like, so like how did you dress? Like, is it like it is today? Because I used to see all those pictures and everything of like people on the opening day of Disneyland and they were all dressed to the nines. He goes, no, no, no. It was like an event. It was like a place to be seen. It was a very big deal. He was like, so I went in like a nice pair of shorts and like a button-down shirt. He was like, and my sister had like her little bobby socks and her little dress and her hair was done perfectly and like the whole shebang. He's like, my dad looked like he was going to a business meeting, and I always thought that that was so funny in like the middle of the summer in Southern California.
Ugh.
I know.
That's like flying back then. That people wore their business suits and their
Yeah.
dresses and
Yeah,
the
people
fancy
dressed
hat
up
and
to
everything.
fly.
Yeah, it was like a an event, you know. You were going to go and be seen amongst the public, and now I just wear sweatpants on every flight
Oh
I've ever
God.
been on. Oh.
Comfort. I'm all
Yes.
for
Yeah.
it. Style is
I'm a
overrated.
cozy
It's
girl.
comfort.
I'm a cozy girl at the airport. I'm not trying to be out here turning a look. I'm trying to get like melt into that airline seat.
Whenever you look as good as me, you don't need to dress up because,
Exactly.
Well, we can't all be you, man.
Can't
it's
all
hard
be
being,
as adorable as Matt.
it's tough being perfect too. I mean, I once thought I made a mistake, but I was wrong about that. So,
Typical Scorpio.
yes. No, I'm married now. I don't have to look good.
What
Yeah,
I
you
would
don't need to
say.
impress anybody anymore. It's
Yeah,
fine.
well, not, I only have to impress one person. She stuck with me too. So
Exactly.
it's,
True.
but anyway, not that we ever get off
Oh,
topic on this. The
never. Never.
Fortis
Never.
Lodge is a deluxe category resort. The theme is the Pacific Northwest. And so the main building is modeled after the Old Faithful Inn in Yellowstone National Park. And if you want to learn more about Yellowstone, you can listen to a couple other podcasts. My dad and I did one specifically about Yellowstone. We brought up a few other times.
I love
And stay
that.
tuned, it's going to come up again in a future one with him. It is 8 floors, 8 stories tall,
Hmm.
has large pole pine from Oregon. There is a 55-foot authentic totem pole. There are 50. Yeah. Let's start again, ladies and gentlemen. Talking is tough for me. 55-foot tall authentic totem poles. There we go. Got it out.
Yes. Because
And then
there's
there is
two,
a,
right?
yeah.
On either side of the
Yeah, there's
lobby.
Mhm.
Yeah.
two.
And then there's an 82-foot fireplace representing the colorful rocks of the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
Yes.
Not to be a rock nerd or anything, but so I've always thought that that fireplace is so cool because they brought in actual geologists to like
Yes.
make sure that it was exactly correct and like all of the strata and everything was right. A long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away before I met my husband, I used to date a geologist. And I remember like bringing him here and showing it to him. And he's like, I mean, like with a fine tooth comb, like going over it, he's like, this is like really realistic. And I remember just like beaming with pride. I was like, I know, because Disney puts this much effort into everything.
And Elaine, I love how you very subtly showed your Star Wars nerdiness in there, that you snuck that
Oh,
in.
tip of the iceberg, Matt. Tip of the iceberg.
Like I said, this is why Elaine and I are such good friends.
It's true.
We've established why Amanda and I are good friends, but we'll.
That's yeah, because we're sharing a brain cell most of the time.
I love that. You just trade back and forth.
Yeah.
Right?
If you ask my wife, and I'll ask my mom growing up, there was a lot of times I didn't use that brain cell, didn't need
That's
it.
because I was borrowing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Before we even knew each other.
I
And now
love
the
it.
actual that's a little bit the way they describe that fireplace. The actual fireplace is not 82 feet tall. It's
No.
like the chimney part goes up, but the fireplaces are big. That they're modeling after some of the grand lodges of the national parks out west. That they're a good 6 feet tall. That you could stand
Yeah.
in them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's like a hearth. Like it's
yeah,
a it is a straight up like Yuletide style hearth. Like you could fit a
Hmm.
whole tree in there.
but wait, there's more. They also have an artificial geyser and hot springs. And then
I
there are
love that.
natural and Native American elements that are blended in.
And don't forget, the hot springs starts in the lobby,
Yes.
Yes, that's the coolest part. I
which
love that.
was always my favorite part as a kid, that it
Me
started
too.
and went all the way outside. I was like, how is this a thing? Like,
It's so cool.
oh, it's
And it's
amazing.
like seamless. Like you just don't even
Yes.
really notice it until you're really looking at it. It's just, oh, it's so cool.
And this is one of the things of like, can I get that at home?
Yeah,
For
for about
real,
a
why
million
do I not?
dollars.
Why doesn't my house have a water feature? I mean, really and truly, where is my water feature? I was promised a water feature by Disney.
Right?
Living in Western Pennsylvania and growing up there and living now in West Virginia, it's not too far away, that we have falling water that's about an hour and a half away from us.
Oh,
The
yes.
Mhm.
Frank Lloyd Wright.
Yes, I used to teach I used to have a lesson actually that I taught my students all about that. Was we were talking about like the way that we were relating it to how like authors use like nature to invoke feeling. But I digress.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with falling water. I have always wanted to go because I am a little architecture nerd.
It was very cool.
Well,
Oh,
they
I want to see it.
they recently reopened the whole thing, so
Yeah,
you
I
can
heard
get
they
back.
like did some restoration and everything, and it looks really good.
And for anyone who's traveling to Western Pennsylvania or that area and you want to stop by, there's also another Frank Lloyd Wright building that is near there. Elaine, you want to?
I can't remember the name of what the name of it is, but I can picture it in my head.
It is Kentuck Knob,
Yes,
which personally I like that better than Falling Water.
I've
It's
heard that before.
it's kind
People
of
are
like
like, "Mm, it's kind of cool."
it's so both are very narrow in their quote unquote cozy because
Hmm.
the whole idea that and then whenever you go on the tour they'll tell you this is that he built the building so that you can sleep there but you're supposed to be outdoors, so the hallways and the stairways are very narrow, the ceilings are very low, it feels very cramped in the bedrooms and most of the public spaces, although the living room is a little bit bigger with where you can like have the steps to go down right above the little crick there.
Hmm.
And then there's all these little cantilevered balconies you can go out on, which are more spacious. There's a lot of
Yeah,
windows with the lights that are like on the corners that open up in a neat way that it's like the angle and then like the whole thing just swings open. Just be
they're
careful you don't
so
fall
pretty.
out. Yeah,
Yes.
safety was not a thing back then.
No,
No,
because it was
safety
like
was.
safety was not the number one key. It was like because it was built as somebody's like vacation home, I think.
The Kaufmans, yes. And
Yeah.
Kaufman's was a big department store in the Pittsburgh area
Yes.
Mhm.
for years and years and years and years. And
And it was like the whole idea was to like yeah, like to put you in the natural element,
it
right?
was
Like
to escape this is the early 1900s or late 1800s. Well, yeah, but whenever he built it, whenever the Kaufmans came to got built their fortune a little bit earlier too.
mhm.
Um, but in the early mid 1900s, it was getting away from the smoky, gritty city of Pittsburgh with all the
Yeah.
steel mills that were polluting everything. Where as the story goes, you would put a white shirt on, you'd go to work, and then you need to change into a different shirt because it would be soot covered by the
Yeah.
time you got there.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know what I think is interesting too is if you look at pictures. So the first time I ever saw pictures of falling water as a kid, I remember thinking the windows specifically reminded me a lot of the Wilderness Lodge because they have kind of like red framing
Hmm.
and they're just very big and like open. And I remember relating it back to when you walk towards the back of that lobby and you kind of go down the hall and you go towards like Roaring Fork and all of that, like over where Artist Point is, those big, beautiful windows with like that red trim and detail around them. And there's
Yes.
something about that like red that is so it's not a color that you see a lot necessarily like in nature, I guess, but it's so fitting with with like all of that natural beauty as the backdrop. It just like pops. It's really pretty. So I always thought that that was very, very interesting and very cool.
It's more of a deep maroon red that you
Yeah.
see in fall whenever the leaves start to change. Is it oak
Yes.
trees that get that reddish color?
Yeah.
I'm not a botanist,
Yes.
so um, but
I
anyway,
thought you
with
were
fall,
perfect, Matt. Come on.
Hey, you don't know
well,
You
about
it
don't know
is
about
the
trees,
now.
colors of
God.
trees?
I said it, so it's got to be true.
Okay,
That's
it's an
true.
oak
It's on a
tree.
podcast,
Facts.
right?
We'll
Yeah,
trust
it's on
you.
a podcast. It's got to be true.
But Falling Waters, it gets out to the elements. It has the water feature, but Kentuck Knob sits up on a big hill in the back.
Mhm.
Whenever you go out, there's a gorgeous view of the valley. It's by a state park called Ohio Pile. So, and there's some neat rapids and some little creek that runs through there, and it's a nice area to hike as well. But Kentucky, it's kind of like built into the hillside a little bit, and
Mhm.
it's very just the way the hallways kind of like angle through that. It's not like right angles. It is odd angles, and it's some tight fits here, then opens up a little bit here, and so it just appeals to me.
It's very pretty.
Mhm.
And the way that it just like Falling Water, the way it just feels like it's like part of the landscape. Like it just
And
sort of grew out of the ground and like appeared one day.
hmm
Very cool.
it's like a hobbit hole.
It is like a hobbit
Yeah.
hole. I love it.
So, but back to the Wilderness Lodge, the Boulder Ridge
Yeah.
edition, that is themed to the lodges of the American West. So all that whole, rather than just being more Northwest stuff for the rest of the Wilderness Lodge, this is more Western. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
more of a, instead of a Yellowstone, more of a Yosemite or Sequoia National Park.
Yeah, it
One of
feels
those lines.
more like the General West, like the further you go onto that property.
Hmm.
Now the Wilderness Lodge has 729 rooms, and the building is shaped kind of like a sort of like a wire, like a
Hmm.
stylized slingshot is the way I would call it, a
Hmm.
field goal post almost type thing.
Hmm.
And the rooms you get are either two queens that'll sleep four or one king that'll sleep two. You can get resort views or water views, which equals seeing the pool. That's your water.
Yes.
Then there are fireworks views. They were listed as partial view of Magic Kingdom fireworks. So
Because
depending
of
on
the
where you can
trees.
kind of see them up, you're not going to see the whole thing because the contemporary sort of there, and depending on where in the building you are, and trees and whatever else, but you can see something from there. And then they're all going to have patios or balconies.
I remember when I was a kid, it used to be a queen bed and a bunk bed.
Ooh,
Because
I
that's
never
why
got to
we used to stay
stay.
there. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I never got to say where the bunk beds were, but I do have a very vivid memory of our first trip. We had, I don't think we had put in any kind of like special request or anything, but I remember sitting in our room and that very first night, sitting on the edge of the bed, and I could see the Magic Kingdom fireworks from our room.
We used to see them. Yeah. I
Yes,
think
and
I
like
told the story, Matt and I were
freaking
talking
out.
about one of the stories that because we never used to be in the room during the
No.
fireworks. And one night it was like, I think it was like our last night on one of the trips, and we were packing and we heard them. And my father's like, "Oh my God, you can see the fireworks from our room."
I love that.
Like we never knew that you could see them because we were never in the room that late. Or always there later. Like we were always in the parks until close, you know.
Yeah.
Hmm
And now it's like you can't because the trees grew, you
Yeah.
know.
I know. I was gonna say that was the 1997, so I don't know if I could still see them from
Yes.
that specific room, but I just remember like sitting on the foot of the bed and just being in awe and so excited. And like I couldn't wait to see them in person like the next day. It was so cool.
And the bunk beds just seem to fit there. That
They
Yeah,
do.
they were really fun. Like I remember being so excited, like fighting over like who gets to sleep on the top bunk.
Oh
I got
yeah.
dibs on top bunk.
I
Right?
know.
That my dad and uncle have a cabin in north central Pennsylvania. So Forest County, it's called Cook's Forest, is a little area that actually my dad and uncle helped my grandpa build like back in the mid 60s.
Oh, that's
Oh
cool.
wow.
They built it as a hunting cabin and to get up. So it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
We used to go up there all the time in the summer, but in the one bedroom there were bunk beds, and
Oh, so cool.
the one, of course, there was a window that was right by the top bunk, and I was always kind of scared that to sleep up there because we had seen the movie Harry and the Hendersons. I was afraid
Oh, I
Bigfoot
remember
would come
that
out.
movie. One of my favorite movies.
It's one of my dad's favorites too. So
Oh my
yeah, he.
gosh.
But I was always afraid Bigfoot was going to come by the window at night. So I was always,
Valid concern.
yes.
Well, you know,
Yeah, I would have also been concerned about that. I get it.
although now as an adult, I'm worried about serial killers. So,
I was
you
gonna
know,
say now my focus has shifted slightly to
just
like,
a bit.
what was that? Do they have a
That tells you what
weapon?
kind of podcast I listen
Yeah.
to, other than this one. They're relaxing, Connor. You're
They're
prepared for anything,
totally, they're totally relaxing until I'm in that situation, and then I'm like, oh no,
right?
I've
You're
heard a
like,
story
I know
about
what's gonna
this.
happen.
But then you're prepared for it, so you know how to
That's what
respond.
I always tell
Why, my
myself. I'm
best
like,
friend,
but
she's
at
like, I
least
watch
I'm
all the
ready.
horror movies, so like I know I'm not gonna die in the horror movie.
Exactly. I'll be
I'm like, I will be the
fine.
first one. It's fine.
Never run
Same.
upstairs or into the basement,
Why,
okay?
she's like, why are you going back into the house? Like, what?
Yeah, that's what I've
The
never
guy is in there.
understood.
What's wrong with you? Get the keys are there. Get in the car. Drive away.
We're
Duh.
getting we're putting distance. We're putting miles
I'm
between
like,
me and
there
this
would
place.
be no movie. Why we wouldn't be
No.
watching this?
It
Like,
would be very short.
There was a commercial that highlighted that too.
yes,
I remember that
that's
where there's
right.
like the keys of the car and then there's like the hanging chainsaws and she's like, I think I'm gonna go in there. And you're just like, what? What? Why?
As my
Literally.
dad says, it's a movie. Yeah.
Truly.
So, but the next thing is something that both Amanda and Elaine are very familiar with is club level, because
I
that's how
love
you got to
Club
roll,
Level.
right?
I cannot
Oh,
convince my husband. My husband is, we call him the budget Nazi. He is so bad. Like, I go without him so that I can spend money on things. And like, he's so awful.
I
He's like,
love
we're
it.
staying at the All Star Sports, maybe Pop Century. I'm like, ugh,
Oh,
oh my
I
God.
I have the opposite problem. I'm married to like the bougiest man in America. And so he's like, oh, if we pay a little extra, I'm like, no, it's okay. We don't have to do that every time. We could just do like a normal hotel stay and everyone will be okay.
No,
But
I'm
I
your
am
husband.
kind of
I'm
dying to
so
do club level.
sorry. Like,
I'm dying to do club level like one time though.
it's
I'm the
so
one
worth it.
who like pumps the brakes on it because I'm like, I don't know. I we snack our way through the parks normally anyway, so I don't worry too much
Yeah,
about
but
like,
like,
but
it's so
it's
nice to
so
like,
nice.
when when you go as often as like I do,
Hmm.
I spend a lot of time in the resort too. So for
Yes,
somebody like that, like it is 100% worth it.
I would have to agree.
And
I really
depending
would
on
have to agree.
prices, like I just did a quote for a friend of mine who goes regularly like I do,
Hmm.
and she is like a club level, like she only stays club level
Oh
because she's
wow.
that way. She sits at the resort and like she'll pop into Epcot once or twice and like
Yeah,
she's like, I want to stay at the yacht club this time. I'm gonna just, stay at a different resort every time now, like just collect them all like Pokemon.
I
Um,
love that. I
and
think that's smart.
she was like, well, I'm only gone for a short visit, so if I don't get club level, it's fine. The difference between the regular room and club level was $50 a night.
I believe it. Sometimes it's totally worth
Sometimes
it.
it's totally doable. And she's like,
Yeah.
for the difference that I'm gonna pay for food, like I will make like she's like, I will walk back from Epcot or Hollywood Studios just to eat lunch at the club. Like it'll
Well,
be
yeah,
fine.
especially if you're like such close proximity to the park
Yeah.
anyway, like
And
a
she
quick
does solo
walk.
trips. So she's like, I don't have to worry about anybody going with me and like
Yes.
complaining and doing whatever. And like we went in October and like I went with her and we stayed club level at the Polynesian, which like dream come true, like my favorite
Oh,
resort.
heaven.
That's her like home resort when she goes. Like it was, and
Incredible.
we did the Halloween party, but like we watched the fireworks from the Halloween party a different night from because they pipe in the music to the club level
Oh,
because you
that's
have the
right.
perfect view of the Magic Kingdom. So they pipe in like all the shows and stuff, and it's the most perfect view of the fireworks. It was the most
That's
amazing show.
cool. I didn't know that they did that in the club level lounge also.
Yeah. Well, it
That is a
depends
great
on
tip.
which clubs you're at.
Right.
But like the Magic Kingdom clubs, because those
Oh, they're
club
right
level
there.
views, like they position the club where you have those views of the park. So the
So cool.
Polynesian one, you're looking directly at the Magic Kingdom at the
Right.
castle.
That's so
So
cool.
they pipe in the fireworks, they dim the lights, they have the whole thing going. It's amazing. It was amazing. Like I
I
was like,
love
this
it.
is worth it just to have this. Like I had my Mickey bar and my glass of wine, and I was watching the fireworks without 1,000 people. And it was the most magical experience. Like I've had many magical experiences, but it was fabulous.
That's amazing. Ooh, I like that.
But I love
Uh,
club level. It is like I will tell like it is so worth it. Or like if you have little kids and like you're not rope dropping because their breakfast spread, like it's
is
continental
good.
breakfast, but like
Yeah.
it's most people, like I am not a breakfast person. That's enough breakfast for me, unless I'm doing like character breakfasts.
I think too, though, if you have like younger kids, that's kind of ideal because you can just
Yeah.
sort of like pick and go. You don't have to pay for like a full plate
Yeah.
or anything. You don't have to worry about them eating off of yours. Like you can pick and choose the things that they're going to actually like. I've known people that have stayed in club level too, and they'll grab a couple of snacks for later and put it in their
Yeah,
book
because they
bag.
always
And
have
then,
fruit at every time, like all the
yeah,
time, even when they're not actively serving. There's always fruit. There's always water or soda or something in the
something.
fridges. There's always Mickey bars in the freezer.
Oh,
It's never
Unlimited
too
Mickey
early for a Mickey
bars.
bar
Unlimited Mickey
or too late.
bar.
never is always a good time for a Mickey bar. I've had Mickey bars for breakfast on many occasions.
Yes.
Although personally, I'm a fan of the Mickey ice cream sandwich.
I was
That is
gonna
my
ask
child.
where you fell on that side of the debate, if you were like a Mickey premium bar guy or an ice cream sandwich guy.
So
That is the one place we differ.
I won't turn down the ice cream bar,
Of course not.
but if I have
You're
the
not
Hope
choice,
crazy.
not.
I'm taking the ice cream sandwich because it has cookie in it. All right.
I
That's
was
true.
gonna say it's like
You had
cookies
me at
and cream
cookies.
inside, right?
Yeah. And you get the cookies of the sandwich. I mean,
Yeah.
It's true. It's very
so
true. I
rather
go
than just
back
a
and
chocolate
forth.
coating, I'll take the cookies.
It's
But
fair.
Although my child just informed me last night that he does not like Dole Whip. And I was like, no,
Oh
you
my
are
God.
disowned.
Oh
Get
my
out.
God.
Like,
it's a phase, Amanda. Don't worry. It's just a
it
Don't
phase.
better be
worry.
a
Yeah.
phase.
He'll grow out of it. It'll be okay.
He's like, I'm gonna have a Mickey pretzel instead. I was like, well, with or without the cheese? He's like, I don't like the cheese. I was like, again,
Oh my
disowned.
God.
Disowned.
Oh my God.
It's less messy. Just think of it that way.
It is less
I
messy.
mean, it's more cheese for me, but like, come on, kid.
There you go. That's how we're glass half full. It's more
It's
cheese
true.
for me. I love that.
Now, kind of like Amanda alluded to, though, if you go club level, be careful. You might never go back.
Yeah, it's
You
so
could get
hard to
used
go
to that
back.
type
Like,
stuff. And
it's
Elaine,
so bad.
whenever I mentioned this on here before, that my dad was a management consultant and he
Mhm.
traveled throughout the US and sometimes the world for business for, 35, 40 years. And whenever he racked up the frequent flyer miles and the hotel points. And so some
Heck yeah.
vacations we got club level or concierge level, wherever we were at. And, we were young kids then. It's like, oh, today we have a, continental breakfast thing. It's like
Hmm.
there's free food or, there's food
Hmm.
here in this special little room.
I
And
love it.
like you said, Elaine, if you have kids doing that, that was me and there were four of us, four kids. So me and my three sisters. So we would pick and choose and have what we wanted. And, other hotels like, do we get to that breakfast? He's like, no. And that's where I learned the term continental breakfast.
Continental breakfast. It is kind of the move. Especially if you have, I think, smaller children. I do think, oddly enough, it's even more of a better move if you have little kids, for sure.
Oh yeah, and like if you're coming back from for like a nap,
Oh, yes,
Oh
that
yeah.
midday break, you go
you
out, grab a
get
couple
that midday
snacks.
like little snacky snack and like a little
Yeah.
drink and you know,
Go have some quiet time in the room,
yeah.
fall
Yeah.
asleep, get back up, ready to go.
Hmm.
And not even what Elaine said and Amanda said about just they have the fruit there. Of there's often little granola bars or the
Yeah.
power
Yeah.
bars or whatever else. And
Bags of
so yeah.
chips, all
And
sorts of stuff.
the really nice thing about this is that whenever you're paying for that upcharge for the club, it's one charge for everybody in the room. So the more
Hmm.
people you got, the better you make out on it.
Yes,
True.
we've also discussed the possibility of doing another little, we call it our family, our friend family. We're like, what if
Hmm.
we did a family trip and we just stayed club level this time? So there's been discussions.
Yeah.
Now, the one weird thing is that they say that for the club level, there's complimentary access to the health club, but it's free for everybody who's staying at the resort. So,
That's what I
Yeah.
thought. Or is it just for, is it the health club that's in the DVC building?
but
Oh,
everyone else who's staying in the
maybe.
DVC gets access to that too. So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, this is the thing. Be careful with your reading of it. Gives you this perk that everybody gets anyway. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that yeah.
but what you do get is access to the club level lounge, which, as we mentioned before, talked about. It has a name. It's the Old Faithful Club.
Old Faithful.
And there are refreshments from 7 in the morning till 10 in the morning. But then again, they have that's when the continental breakfast is spread out. But there's little stuff,
Oh
snacky
yeah.
things throughout the day.
There's always things out.
With club level, like with the other rooms, it's either two queens or a king. And you can get deluxe rooms, which are bigger than the standard rooms. They have two queens and a queen sleeper sofa. These sleep up to six, and they have a patio or balcony as well.
Love it. I
Then
love
moving
sitting out
on
on that
to,
patio.
yeah,
Hmm.
I like the balconies because then it's usually a little bit better view because you're up a bit higher.
That's
Yeah.
true. As a
Although,
kid, I just always thought the patios were cool because I was like, you could go out and you could just walk from your room to the pool. And my mom was like, well, you're not going to walk through the landscaping because that's rude. And I was like, oh, got it.
Yeah, and now as an adult, again, I listen to serial killer podcasts and I
Yeah,
think
you're like, I don't want to be on the bottom.
like, yeah, if you can go out, you can also get in. It's like, no, thank
Exactly.
you.
although with a little kid, having just the patio is a little bit
Mm,
less dangerous.
that's
Yes.
another, yeah.
Although they can run off into
I was going to
other
say,
things.
or
So
is it
either
more?
way, one or the other.
Because my kid would be like, Cowabunga, see you later.
See ya.
Like,
I
off
always used
on
to
an adventure. Goodbye. Like,
I've always kind of laughed at people who had the little leash thing that they put on their kid. But having a very overactive ADHD girl myself, now I fully understand.
I know. I've definitely been out and about in the parks before and been like, you know what? No judgment. I get it. You do what you got to do
Hmm.
because it is crowded out here.
like I'm about to get like we did it one time. We threatened my child with like, I'm gonna tie a balloon to your wrist so that I can't lose you.
Yes.
Although it was
Have
fun
you
having the lightsaber the last trip because I just was like, here, point this up in the air.
hold it up?
I can light it up and I can't lose you.
We used to have to do that with my dad. My dad was 6'3", and he was the kid that would run off. So
My
we would
father
go
did,
as,
yes.
yeah, we'd go as a family, and my mom would just be like, you know what? Hold on a second. We're going to see how far ahead your dad gets before he realizes that we're not next to him. And finally, she had to tell him, she's like, just when you get somewhere in a crowd, hold your hat up in the air. She's like, because I'll
Right.
see that. And so
Yeah.
he used to just wave his hat around in the air and we'd find him. But
My father had a whistle.
oh no.
All of a sudden you just hear the whistle. Like he had this like Boy Scout whistle. Like he would just whistle and you'd be like, that's dad. Where is he?
Found him.
Found him. Yeah. He still does it now as an adult. All right, cat, get out of my screen.
Oh,
Sorry.
Uh,
hello.
and so you're saying that he could just whistle with his mouth, or he had a
Yes.
physical thing? Okay, because
No,
yeah,
he
you
Oh,
whistles
cannot.
with his
wow.
mouth. He
You
just all of a sudden you're like, oh, there he is. We found him. You can
you
hear him
cannot.
for miles.
Yeah, you cannot take whistles into the park. That is one thing that is forbidden.
Yes. Side note.
And I actually found out the
Oh,
hard way with that I had it was like a little compass. It had a whistle and it was just clipped on my bag that I, had from whatever. And we were going through security and like, you can't have this. Like, oh, forgot that was there. All right.
Right.
whoops, my bad.
Now at Boulder Ridge, there are 181 rooms, and this group is southeast of the main building. That kind of faces sort of like a northeast-ish thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like to the right of it if you're looking at the building. They have the deluxe studios, which these are the rooms we usually get. They sleep five, a queen pull down or a sleeper sofa, and then a single pull down. And
Yes.
Elaine and I talked about the single pull downs. Again, this is something that I missed out on when I was a kid that I would have loved to have had a bed. There was a
Yes.
tiny little bed that pulls out of the wall.
I,
Right.
I would have been fighting over that fifth sleeper as a child. I would have been like, no, I sleep in the bunk. It's cool.
Right. I
Instead of dibs on
absolutely would
top
have.
bunk, I got dibs on the pull down.
I got dibs on the pull down. Yeah.
So the deluxe studio also has a little kitchenette. So it's basically a little sink area. It has a microwave, toaster, coffee maker. It has a little um, cabinets above where there's paper bowls and plates, plasticware, paper towels, and of course, just like all the other places here, it's gonna have a porch or a balcony.
Mhm.
But then you can upgrade to the one bedroom, which we stayed at before too. And these sleep four. There's a king in the bedroom and then a queen pull down or a sleeper sofa in the living area. This has a full kitchen, dishwasher, dishes, pots, pans, silverware, two bathrooms, a washer and dryer, the living dining room, and then the porch balcony.
Let me tell you, that washer and dryer worth its weight in gold.
Oh God,
Hmm.
yes.
We didn't stay
Especially
there
with kids.
the first time we stayed at one of those, well, the only time we stayed at one of them. It was just a very short trip, and we went in, and my wife's always like, "I don't need to, but I have the desire just to do laundry because I can."
Right?
Yes, that's me. That's
Yep.
absolutely me. I always get anxious about overpacking whenever I go to a theme park, even though I have to constantly remind myself that once you wear it for a day in the theme park, you're not wearing it again on that trip.
No.
You just can't. You can't do it, especially in Florida. Um, and
Unless
so
it's in the
have
winter.
unless it's
Winter
in
is
the
not so
winter,
Yeah.
bad.
and then it's debatable because sometimes, Amanda, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you'll get home and you're like, this smells like ride vehicle. And you
Yeah.
just
If you go on
can't.
a wet ride, yeah,
Oh God,
water.
the soggy bottom, and then you have to no, can't be doing all that.
No.
But
No,
having
Mm-mm.
that washer and dryer just like there in the room, being able to come back for your midday break and go, I think I'm gonna put on a load of clothes so I can wear my leggings again tomorrow. Ha ha ha, tra la la. That's amazing.
It's
You don't have
fantastic.
to venture down 8 buildings to go find your way to a washer and dryer that you got to pay for. No, it's right
Or
there
hike to the
in the
pool,
room. Oh my God, or hike to the pool.
sir.
With your bag, your dirty clothes bag, like the worst
Ugh.
Santa Claus
oh, the
ever. You're
shame
just,
that the little people do. Oh,
yes.
If you even have a laundry bag, because remember back in the day, there used to be one in the closet that used to be able to
Yes,
take home. We have so many of those. They're
I do
relics
remember
now.
that. They are.
Okay.
I know.
I
I've been known to take
still
that
use
little
it.
bad plastic one before and been like,
Yep.
this is my
The
laundry
yellow
bag.
plastic one.
Yep.
Yeah. I brought mine when we went to Universal. Brooke was like, "What on earth are you using for your laundry?" And she's like, "I haven't seen one of those in about 10 years." I was like, "It's
I know.
still good." I'm using my laundry bags.
Casey looked at me and she goes, do you have a laundry bag in that suitcase? I said, I sure do.
Yes, I
I
do.
absolutely do.
Yes.
It's like, this is not my first rodeo, and I knew I wasn't going to bring enough clothes. So,
Hmm.
laundry bag. Why? Are you jealous? Did you forget
Right?
yours?
literally, I was like, and it matches my suitcase.
I do have one that matches my suitcase, but no, I still use the Disney laundry bag. I'm going to use it until it falls apart.
I love that. I actually don't even think mine was a laundry bag. I think it's the bag that my suitcase like came in. I have the
Oh, like the
away.
dust cover, which I never
Yes.
understood the dust cover. Like,
I keep it like I use it sometimes for my actual suitcase, but I just started like rolling it up and I like tuck it in the bottom of my bag.
and it's
And I
perfect.
use that as my laundry bag also. I got way back when they did Matt, you'll appreciate this. They did a specialty Star Wars collaboration of the away suitcases. So
I
Nice.
that
saw those. Yes.
yes. Do you remember they did like the three colors? So I have the one that's like Endor green, and then
Ooh.
everything on it is like shaped like the Millennium Falcon. So I had to keep all the bags and stuff because it has like outlines of the Millennium Falcon all over it.
Oh my God, I love it.
It's very cool.
So we have two small pieces of luggage that are shaped like First Order stormtroopers.
That is
Oh my
amazing.
God.
We got these secondhand that someone was selling them on Facebook or whatever it was, and my wife, someone was like, "Here, do you want me to get these for you?" Like,
Yeah.
there's a reason I love you so much.
It's like, is that a question? Like, why did
Is
you have
that
to
a
ask me
just
that?
get it? Yeah. I love it. Oh my
Now,
gosh.
for whenever you have your bigger family coming, or extended family, or grandma and grandpap, or your family, like Elaine does, there is the two bedroom that sleeps eight. There's a
Oh,
king in the
Mm,
one bedroom, two queens in the other. There's the queen pull down or sleeper sofa out in the living area, and that has all the other same stuff as the one bedroom.
mm. They're really
it's
nice. I
it's so
stayed at one
nice.
of
It's so
those
nice to
before.
have that space too,
Yeah.
I've
especially if you
never,
come with extended family.
yeah, you need that me time.
Or honestly, if you're me and you go with like your group of friends, we did a one bedroom suite this last trip that we went on. There was four of us staying in that hotel room and it was perfect. Like one couple had the bedroom with the bathroom and then like we had the outside with like the pull down Murphy bed and then our own bath. Oh, so much room, so much space. It was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Loved it.
Now, over in Copper Creek, there's the
I love
185 rooms. Yes, Copper Creek. I'm going to say it like a
Crick.
Pittsburgher, all right?
I think you should.
Listen, my mother's from Buffalo. We also say Crick.
Yeah, it's a regional
Okay.
thing. We've established it's
Western New
also,
York.
and in Utah, they say Crick as well.
Yes, they do.
So there are 26 Cascade cabins that are along Bay Lake. There's,
That's one of my bucket list rooms.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
So there's 12 on the west side of the main building and 14 on the east side, and these kind of sit in front of Boulder Ridge. So it's like sit between Boulder Ridge and Bay Lake. Uh, this is also in the south wing of the main building that they have some of these studios or the villas. And then there's the deluxe studio, sleeps four, and these are all going to be same as what you had at Boulder Ridge, with the queen and the queen sleeper sofa. There's the one bedroom that sleeps four, has the king and then the queen sleeper sofa.
Mhm.
There's the two bedroom sleeps eight that has the king, two queens, and the queen sleeper sofa. Then there's the three bedroom grand villa. And this is the
Mm.
way you got to go. And I haven't stayed in the two bedrooms or these, but I have toured them, or at least not the actual things, but the mock-ups that they have at some of the DVC resorts. So if you're even just visiting, doing resort hopping, or if you're staying at one of these, and by the way, even if you're not a DVC member, you can still stay in these rooms.
Yes,
So,
you can.
and you can even go and do the tours too. They're more than happy to show them to you.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
they are. I have a friend that does that. And he always tells me, he's like, yeah, if you're ever just like around in town and you want to just tour a DVC property, call me. He's like, I'll let you know what resort I'm working at that day and I'll just give you the grand tour. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and again, this is dangerous because it's like, yeah, I definitely want to stay here. Then you do the next
It's
one.
like, yes,
No,
I'm
I
gonna
definitely
buy
want to stay
this
here.
one.
Oh, he's fully gotten it. We're about this far away, like a hair away from just biting the bullet and buying
Again,
into DVC.
budget Nazi husband will not let me buy DVC.
For as
Mine
much
can
as
be
you go.
swayed very easily with stuff like that because I'm like, but look at like, I mean, down the line, look at how much we could save. He's like, fair enough. I
I'm
mean,
like, yes, but look at the long-term
yeah.
benefits. He goes, no. I'm like, you know what?
Here's my long-term
Yeah, he's like, I'm still gonna say no. I'm like, I will go without you and just let you have a week at home in the quiet. And he's like, still
Exactly.
no. Like,
It's like, come on, honey, it's an investment in peace and quiet for you.
correct.
See,
Truly.
I'm like,
see, the
I'm
trick
just
is,
gonna do it and not tell you.
well,
Better
that's
for
one
me to
trick.
ask for forgiveness than permission. It's usually how our marriage runs.
I bought mine before I got married, so that's the key there right there.
Smart.
Yeah.
So, and I
Very
held off for a
smart.
while on buying DVC. I thought about it and debated for a good bit, but it wasn't until I got they had a special offer about getting, and I got the right number of points that I would use.
Mm,
And
Yes.
whenever I bought in, it was okay. If I do two trips every 3 years, then it's going to be worth it for me. And I got that many points that I could use. And then since then, I've added on, and it's a trip every year. But that's the thing. Make sure it's the right thing for you before you spend it, because it
yeah.
is an investment.
Mhm.
But
Yes.
if you're going to go and you're going to use it, it's going to
It's
help because
worth it.
it's so nice whenever we plan our trip every year of, okay, let's see, how much are we paying? Oh, just for flights and tickets.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we
We've
don't talk about the money and the souvenirs and everything else because that's just, that just
that's
doesn't count.
that doesn't exist until you get there. And even
Yeah,
then
that's
it
like
doesn't
See,
future use
actually exist till
problem.
you get home. It's
see.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Now the Grand Villa sleeps 12. There's a king in the one bedroom, two queens in the one bedroom, two queens in the other bedroom, and then a queen sleeper sofa.
A lot of
And there's of
beds.
course, yeah, the three bedrooms. There's two of them have, or sorry, three bathrooms. Two are en suites, and then one is near the living area. Full kitchen, living area, a formal dining area, the washer dryer, or if you're a Pittsburgher, the whoosher, clothes whoosher,
The
washing
wisher.
machine. Yep. And the porch or balcony. Then
That's
there's
a
also,
nice idea for like Thanksgiving or Christmas. Just have all the, because like my family's all spread out all over the United States and
Hmm.
internationally. Like have everybody just converge in,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you
Convert
have
into
a
one
table
location.
and just order from one of the restaurants and bring it to your room, right?
I mean, I love that. That screened in porch too with a hot tub.
Oh, it's
Hmm.
Oh,
beautiful.
heavenly.
It's also a good idea just for a random week in the middle of February.
That's
Yes.
true. You
Just
could
get
have like,
everyone together,
Yes.
yeah,
or just go by yourself and you're like,
I've
I'm going to
seen
sleep
people.
in this bedroom today.
that's a great idea.
I like that.
I love that idea because I would do that.
Sounds
I
fun.
am that person.
I tried out all the beds. It's research. Don't worry about
Exactly.
it.
It's the
It's a
Goldilocks
write-off.
theory.
It is the Goldilocks theory. I gotta try them all. How else will I know?
See? Hey, as Walt Disney once said, whenever his Imagineers would come to him with an idea, he'd say, you know what? It's kind of hard just to choose from just one option.
Yep.
Hmm.
You need more.
And why would I? Why would I choose from one option?
It's a write-off.
Just write it off. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a write
it
off, Jerry.
It's a write-off.
So, as Amanda
I say
said,
that a lot. It's tax season. I've been saying that a
yeah.
lot right now. My husband's
literally.
kind of sick of me.
Yeah.
Now, as Amanda and Lane said about the cabins of bucket list thing, there are two
Oh,
bedroom cabins that sleep eight. There's the king bed in the one, there's a queen, and then a single pull down. There's a queen sleeper sofa, and then a twin sleeper chair.
I will take that twin sleeper chair. Y'all can get away from me.
Truly.
Two
There's
full
two,
bathrooms, one for
yep.
me, one for everybody else.
The other seven can share. Hey, I'm taking the chair. I get the chair by myself, so therefore it comes with privileges.
Correct. And I'm your travel agent, so that, I helped
So there
all
you
of
go.
you, so y'all owe me.
Also has the full kitchen, the washer dryer, the living dining area, the screened in private porch with the
I
hot tubs,
love
and
that.
a high chair.
And a
So
high
when you got the
chair.
kids,
Can't forget the kiddos.
family
No,
friendly.
Amazing.
Now on to the next important thing. After you have a place to stay, there's your
you
place to
need
eat.
food. And we all
So
know
there
that's my favorite part of any
Yeah.
trip
we've
to Disney.
established that. So there are several restaurants here, and this is what makes it a deluxe: is that there are several sit down or table service restaurants. If we
Yep.
use the Disney parlance. So the first one is Storybook Dining at Artist Point. This is in the main building. It is also offers character dining. It's dinner only though, from 4 o'clock till 9:15, and it's a bit unique though that you get Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah, that is such a cool, like, I'll be honest, I had mixed feelings when they switched this over from the traditional artist point. Because they
Mm.
used to do like a character breakfast there. I mean, I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember they
I
had
do. I
like,
have a story on one of our
oh
previous
my God.
podcasts about this character
Well, like,
breakfast.
you
It was
remember they
Winnie
had
the
like
Pooh and
these like
friends.
really, see, I remember going to the Winnie the Pooh one. I think that was our second trip, but the first one, there was you could meet Pocahontas
Oh, I do remember that one.
and
Yes, I think I did that
Zuko,
one
and
too.
I want to say
Yeah.
you could meet like Brer Bear and Brer Fox. So I have these
Yes.
pictures with all of these characters, and I loved Pocahontas as a child. I was obsessed with it,
I
and I
had a
remember,
Miko fanny pack.
yes, I was so excited about that. But I remember
I
like my
do
parents
remember
being
that.
excited to get like there was this cool character dining experience that they could do with me there, but then I remember them also having like a dinner in
Yes, because
Artist
like
Point.
breakfast was the character, but dinner was like a nice, fancy
Yes.
adult dinner.
And they used to have a mushroom soup that was to die for.
Yeah. And then they had the kids club there.
Yes,
Because
I
we used to
remember
get
the kids
shipped
club.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, my parents would be like, okay, bye. So, but I was very mm, antsy about this takeover with the character writing, but I kind of love it. I think it's cool. I haven't had a chance to actually go and do it yet, but I've seen a lot of video and it's very unique because I mean, it's Snow
Hmm.
White and the Seven Dwarfs, which is characters we don't really get. We don't really get a lot of Seven Dwarfs outside of like parades and like special
Yeah.
events. So I think that's so neat. And it's like a whole shebang. Like it's everything.
And the Evil Queen.
And the Evil Queen, I love when they like have a villain included. I wish they would do like
Yes.
a villains only character dining meal. They would make, they're leaving money on the table, really.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think for
amazing.
Villains Land, when they
They
finally
have
open
to.
that, like We
Oh,
know you are listening because you listen
yeah.
to our ideas. Hello. Um, yeah. So villain themed dining would be
Villain dining would be that would pop off.
amazing.
That would be impossible to get a reservation for like the
Yeah,
first 2 years.
probably.
I love
That's why
it.
you rely on your travel advisor to get up at 6 in the
Yes.
morning to do that for you.
Yes,
Yes, I'm up anyway. Let me do that for you.
exactly.
Says the person in Mountain Time Zone who's getting up at 4 a.m. And
Yeah.
actually, she's not getting up. She's just coming in from a late night. Actually, it's an
Yeah, I
early night
know.
for her.
Yeah, it's my early evening.
And speaking as someone who has a grumpy tattoo on his leg, so,
Do you really?
I do. Grumpy, yeah.
Sick. I love that.
I also have Donald Duck on my back, so
I That's valid. I
Donald's
love
my
that.
favorite.
Donald is kind of the greatest. I love that. Oh my
So,
gosh.
a really neat thing besides being able to meet Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and the Evil Queen or Wicked
So cool.
Queen. I don't know. Do we have official
Evil
name
Queen.
on the?
She's the evil queen, yeah.
She's
Evil Queen.
evil.
Hmm.
Yeah. You're
Then
thinking of the Wicked Witch.
that's yeah. Well, that's leading up to the next thing I'm going to talk about though. Is that a lot of the foods have theme names, and there's the Wicked Shrimp Cocktail.
Hmm.
I
There's
love a
the
I
themed
love it.
food.
Cottage Beef Stroganoff. There's a Stroll Through Nature, which is a veggie pesto. There's the Brothers Grimm Herb Chicken.
That I think that is so funny,
That's
and I
so
don't
funny.
know why. Oh gosh.
There's got to be a story behind how like the chicken met its end too, because Brothers Grimm, we think
Everything
about
is a
it's fairy
tragedy.
tales, whatever. They are dark when you read
Yeah,
the
those
original one.
Brothers Grimm stories are wild.
I mean, even the original Snow White, the ending of it, and there's some stuff in there that's kind of like, really, guys? Thank
It's
you, Disney, for
intense.
changing that.
Yes.
Yeah, Disney. Yeah,
Goodness gracious.
For
Disney
those
gives us the
unfamiliar,
nice version.
say Snow White does not get woken up by a kiss. It's something else, and we'll
Yes,
leave
it
it
Uh,
at that.
is.
yeah.
So there's the sorceress spell of Trickin' Chicken, which is a
Uh-huh.
vegan faux chicken that they make.
I
So
love
there's
that.
like your sort of tofurkey type thing,
Yeah, your vegan option.
There you go.
royal prime rib, the
Now we're
magic
talking.
mirrors slow braised pork shank. Try
I
ordering
gotta
that
say,
and get that out.
do
Yeah.
y'all remember the pork shank that they used to do? Because I don't think they still do it, but that they used to do at Gaston's in the
Yes.
Magic Kingdom? That was
Yeah. That
delicious.
was amazing.
And I was so bummed when they took it off the menu, but I feel like this is your chance to maybe
Yeah.
have it in a nicer atmosphere. But it was fun to like walk through the Magic Kingdom eating pork shank. You know,
It's not like the turkey leg, the
Yeah.
iconic
no,
turkey leg. My
not
father
not
is a turkey
quite.
leg connoisseur. Okay.
I
Like
love that.
it's like how I have to have a Dole Whip every trip. He has to have a turkey leg.
Hey, no shame in that game.
And
I get it.
for his, it's
It's
actually on my
protein.
desk. It's actually on my desk at the moment. For his birthday card, which is in 2 weeks, I found him a turkey leg sticker.
Amazing.
Like, oh my
They
God,
used
it's a
to
turkey leg.
they used to make a turkey leg, a Disney turkey leg air freshener.
Yes, we
That
got
was
that for him at one point.
Yes,
Yes.
I was gonna say that was like that had to have been a decade ago, but I remember that because I remember looking through all of them being like, the turkey leg? Really?
Pretty sure we got him a magnet too. Like there's
Yes, they
it's a
had the
running joke. A
magnets.
t-shirt. Yeah.
Yes,
Get the pin, all of it.
got to. Oh my gosh.
Now, there's also a kids menu, so you don't have to worry about the kids being picky or anything else like that.
No.
And onto dessert. There's Miner's Treasures, which is cookies and cream panna cotta with chocolate gems, which is a
Mm.
If
lot better
you
than the
haven't
Miner's Treasures that my little girl sometimes goes after, but that's
Ah.
a different story.
if y'all have seen because I think the dessert comes out, it's like
It's a
a whole
trio.
it's
Yeah.
like a platter, right?
Hmm.
The Miner's Treasure is beautiful.
Oh,
It's
these are works of art. Yeah.
these are
They're
works of
It,
art. These
they
it's
are
are
at Artist Point,
gorgeous.
so
Yes, they're gorgeous. Like I am obsessed with this little like dessert trio. It's so pretty.
then there's the quote unquote poison apple. So okay, so it's not really poison, just a name thing.
Had to put that in parentheses
Yeah.
yeah.
As a
or
I
in quotation marks.
the air quotes there on although I should say like poison apple, but don't worry, it's a misnomer. It's really
Yeah.
an orange.
A
No,
banana.
So no, it's a dark chocolate apple mousse with a sour center. And then there's the fairy tale seasonal tart, which is a seasonal fruit meringue thing.
Meringue.
Meringue, whatever.
Meringue.
Meringue
I
is the
got you.
dance, Matthew.
Meringue.
Yes, meringue is the dance. No, I gotta say too, Disney does a tart pretty well.
They do. All of their desserts are
Their
amazing.
desserts are pretty
I have
good.
tried
It's
many of
hard,
them.
especially if you go with like if you wanna not go for like the traditional like brownie route, Disney will reward you.
Oh
There,
yeah,
if you go with the like some of their more adventurous desserts, 9 times out of 10 they are
they are worth it.
delightful, superb.
And I'm gonna stand by calling it a meringue because once you eat it, you will be dancing.
I think you should. I like that. The
Okay,
seasonal fruit meringue tart.
meringue. Okay. Now I'm never gonna be able to call it anything else.
Who was the lady that had the big fruit hat thing?
Oh gosh. Oh,
Yeah,
Carmen Miranda.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She
So
also
yeah,
invented the platform.
Oh yeah, I had
Hmm.
heard that at one point.
Yes.
Okay.
so you just think of her, dancing to you with the season,
Yeah.
the fruit on her hat, and
And the
leans over. You can take
maracas,
whichever
yeah.
one you want. It's all
Yeah.
good. We interrupt your regularly scheduled podcast. So we went like 2 hours talking about Disney's Wilderness Lodge Resort. So we're going to split this into a two-part series. This will be the end of part one. We'll pick up with part two next week. But before we give contact information and call it quits for the day, let me give a travel tip that there's pressure whenever you go to Walt Disney World Resort or Disneyland Resort to always be at the parks, to be on a ride, to be watching a show, something along those lines. But your purpose of going to Walt Disney World, or for any vacation for that matter, is to have fun. So as long as you are enjoying yourself, you're accomplishing your goal. So it doesn't matter what you're doing, whether it is being on the attractions in the parks, or even if it's going to be some time spent at your resort, whether it is a full resort day, whether it's just a midday break going back to your resort, whether you leave the parks early and go to your resort or go resort hopping, whatever. As long as you're having fun, you're accomplishing your goal. So look for fun things to do. And if you're enjoying yourself, keep on enjoying yourself. So if you have a destination or an experience that you'd like to have us discuss on the Where Yinz Goin podcast, or if you'd like to share your favorite place to visit or have a travel tip, feel free to contact me. I would love to hear your feedback and ideas. Now, I say that, but I would like to have positive feedback more than the negative stuff. Constructive
Yeah.
feedback, but positive feedback.
You
If you just
never
want to
know.
tell me how good I am, I'll listen.
Yeah.
We all know
Say
you're
nice
perfect,
things.
you know.
So, Elaine, how can people get a hold of you?
So on Facebook, you can find me at Dreams by Design Travel with Elaine. On Instagram, you can find me at Dreams by Design Elaine. That's Elaine, just like Seinfeld. And then my email is Elaine at dreamsbydesigntravel.com. So if you've got questions, if you want to plan a trip, hit me up.
Amanda?
I am on both Facebook and Instagram, Dreams by Design Travel with Amanda, or I can be reached directly by email, Amanda at dreamsbydesigntravel.com.
Here at the podcast, we're on Facebook and X at Where Yinz Goin. Yinz, Y-I-N-Z, Goin, Goin, with the apostrophe and the question mark. Email Matt, M-A-T-T, at dreamsbydesigntravel.com. All of this information is going to be in the episode description. So if you want to contact us to book a trip or have any questions, you know how to find us. You don't have to have it written down, although I think by now you have Amanda's memorized just because she's been on here so much. And Elaine's close
Yeah,
behind it. She's been here a couple weeks in a row. So you wrote it down from last week, right?
I hope so.
Yeah.
You better have. So everyone out there, please like, follow, subscribe, leave a review, tell a friend, let other people know about the fun and exciting stuff we're talking about. If you do not have fun listening to this episode, I mean, there's something wrong because I had fun just recording it.
Yeah. What's better than getting together with your parasocial friend group via podcast and talking
Right?
about a beautiful resort, obviously.
So,
Mhm.
yeah, and you get to listen to it over a couple different weeks. So that's,
Yeah. Lucky you.
There you go.
see how nice we are? It's like,
Right.
the
Yeah,
gift that keeps on giving.
truly.
Or as I like to call it, double trouble.
I think we got triple trouble today.
That's
Triple
true.
threat.
Triple
This is a
threat,
triple
double
threat. I
trouble.
like it. So, ladies, thank you very much. This was awesome.
So fun.
Thanks for having us always.
Yeah.
So this might be I'd like to have you both on again, but that might be a dangerous thing. Like, be careful what you wish for. You might get it. So for everyone else, though, please join us next time. We're Hanat Nat. We'll see you later.